Okay, I just saw the Avengers yesterday with my family. Yes, my family. You guys are probably wondering, wow, Malika, you finally went to go see a movie, and I did. I finally went to go see. Well, I saw Safe, but with my family, they finally went to something they want to see, which is the Avengers, and I had 4 tickets because the thing is, my parents had their anniversary over like I don't know how long ago, like I think about a couple of weeks ago, and they got 4 tickets. So my grandma bought them an anniversary, and they gave them 4 tickets, and you know my family, my parents and me, only 3 tickets we all need, but you know we had one more ticket, and I could invite a person, so I invited one of my friends, but which is not going to be named. Um, so we went to go see the Avengers, um, and I don't want. I'm not gonna spoil anything. Kinda. I'm not really. As when I start my talking about the Avengers, I will say some of the scenes, but it's one of the scenes that you probably see in the trailers. Speaking of trailers, let me say something about these trailers or these new releases coming these days. Some are good, some are bad as the way you look at them. Um, let me explain one that looks actually quite interesting, which I'm really happy to see. Is one is Prometheus, and I'm actually very hyped to see Prometheus because I'm a huge franchise of the Alien franchise, except for Alien 3 and Resurrection. God, those were terrible movies. Um, very lame, terrible movies. Oh my gosh, like because we got like Alien Resurrection, Alien 3, Alien versus Predator, Alien versus Predator 2. We don't want that to happen again. The first two Alien movies, they're great. Just stick with those. First Alien movie, Alien was good. It was a good movie. Aliens, of course, is one of my favorite movies, so that was a great film. So I love these. I love the first two Alien movies in the franchise. So when I say I'm in love with the franchise, I'm pretty much saying just Alien 1 and 2. So Prometheus, it looks very interesting. I'm not exactly what it's going to be about. I know it's going to be a prequel to the Alien franchise, but it's kind of good. I don't know. It's good because I didn't want to get too much of the trailer, but the two trailers that came out was really good. I was actually very intrigued by it. Um, and the other one that I really wanted to see that I guess it looks. I'm not too much of the a fan of in a way, not too much a fan of these anime, cutesy type of female anime movies. Like, this movie called Brave, which looks intriguing. I mean, I probably will see it with family. With myself, I probably won't. But it looks pretty interesting. I I I'm intrigued by it. I think I'll see it. I'll like it as much as I saw when I saw Tangled, and I absolutely really liked Tangled. I thought it was a really good movie. And what's another one that I thought that'd be pretty cool? Oh, speaking of these, oh my god, these are gonna be the trailers. My gosh, there's so many. If you guys know, I'm pretty sure you know this actor, Bruce Willis. Who was in Die Hard and the Die Hard series. He's gonna be in a lot of fucking movies. So many movies, I swear. Like there's a movie called Looper. He's gonna be like playing his future self or something. And there's a movie he's gonna be in the Expendables 2. And some other film I don't know what it was, but there was like 3 movies in a row of trailers in a row that I saw him in. My gosh, that guy's doing so much movies. You're awesome. Um. Anyways, but the bad one, the bad trailer. Oh my gosh, I can't really see how people or this director is like, because if he's trying to do this new from the Transformers, it doesn't work at all. It really doesn't. It's Battleship. Oh my god, this movie looked terrible. Like, this movie looks terrible. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't judge trailers because, well, I'm telling you, the trailer looks terrible. This movie looks terrible. I'm sorry. I just can't keep that. I have to say it because I can't keep that in. I mean, I want to say it looks okay, but no, it looks really terrible. It looks nothing different from the Transformers movie. If they're trying to do something different, they're not, because if you've seen the trailer, you've seen those robotic things that they spin, and it's like a red engine inside, and they roll, and there is a scene where, in the trailer, where they go out in the city, and the freaking thing is like circling around the building, and it's like trying to tear the building, and it's like tipping over. Doesn't that ring a bell? That's from the scene of Transformers 3, where that freaking snake transformer goes around the building and it tips over the building. Like, I just can't. I thought they were like doing that on purpose. Like, they think that. I mean, this is the producers of Transformers, but it looks really terrible. I'm sorry. I just can't let that go. It looks really bad. So, anything else I can say about the trailers? Some movies look good, some movies look okay, some movies that you know that's probably going to be bad. Like this movie called That's My Boy. I think Adam Sandler is doing this on purpose just to piss us off by movies he's picking. Like Jack and Jill, and Just Go With It, those were awful movies. And I think he's doing this on purpose just to make his fans, like, movies back then, they were funny and stupid, like The Wedding Singer. That movie was just plain out awesome. But movies now, I can't see. I lost everything from Adam Sandler. I don't like him anymore. I'm sorry. I just can't understand why he's doing this. I wish he could pick good movies. God, I'm gonna cry or something. I don't know. And it's one of the there's one of the guys from the band Lonely Island. You know, those guys, Lonely Island, and pretty funny guys. I like their songs. They're very funny. Of course, they can't sing; they just rap, but they just shout out, shout out, shut up, cat. Gosh, my cat. So, anyways, the Avengers. What did I think about the Avengers? I thought this was a great movie, very great movie. I was actually surprised how much I liked this movie. Well, the thing is, if you know about something about like overhyped films, like overhyped films, they're not gonna be so great, because there was movies like The Expendables, which had so much hype to it. People were like, "Man, this is gonna be the best action movie ever." When I go saw it, I was actually very, very disappointed by it. It wasn't bad; it was just very disappointing. And I did my review on it, so you guys might know about that. So. And Expendables too. I mean, it doesn't. I don't know if you guys will understand me if I say this, but even though I didn't like the Expendables 1. For some reason, I'm still hyped up for the Expendables 2. Well, the thing is, because I think that the Expendables has good things about it. There's good things about it in the movie. I thought the casting was good. I thought some of the action scenes were actually okay. But as in the chemistry and the storytelling and the dialogue and this and that, it was just actually just not very good. I just thought I had a very lack of chemistry between the characters. But the casting and some of the action scenes are okay. Only the casting and the idea about the Expendables, about bringing these people, back in the old 80s action movies or the late 90s or the early 2000s, bringing them together as in one whole. I thought that was great. That was a great idea. I actually loved that idea. That was great. But it turned out to be just a plain out disappointment. So yeah, The Avengers. I thought this was a great time. I had a great freaking time with this movie. Very great time. I went with my parents. I think I told you already. And it was just very good. It was a very good movie. I love the humor, and they had very good chemistry between the characters. And the guys, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, and what else? There's the guy who plays Hulk. I forgot his name, but he's in another movie. I see him. He's a good actor. I like that guy. He was in Shutter Island. Shutter Island is a good movie, by the way. I actually really like Shutter Island. So yeah, The Avengers was just very good. I really liked it a lot. The humor was just, the chemistry, and the people that played their Marvel characters were really good of how they were playing it or portraying it. It's very good. It's up there with like The Dark Knight and movies like The Dark Knight, or you know, Finding Nemo, as in, I mean, they're totally different movies, I know, but as I'm talking about as in goodness, as in really good movies, it's up there. Um, I thought the storytelling was really good. It was very good writing, very good writing. The performances were great, best I ever seen in a long time, especially in a Marvel story movie, based off like comics or books. Very good. Um, and how am I supposed to talk about this movie without spoiling it? In a way, I hate going into. I mean, I know you guys are pretty. Like, I hate comparing stuff that are not even. But I kind of do because this is the only way I can actually keep this video going. Like, and I know there's a lot of people that think the same as me. Uh, is I'm gonna put Transformers into this. Transformers, yes, I'm gonna put this into this video because, well, I think when I saw Transformers 3, the Avengers is what Transformers 3 should have been. I'm saying that all of the, especially 1 and 3, 2 and 3, they should have been the Avengers. Because when I saw those movies, I was looking forward to a great story, great characters, not annoying characters like Shia LaBeouf. And okay, look, I don't hate Shia LaBeouf. It's just his acting. I just can't get into his acting. I just can't take his acting too seriously. He just overacts so much to the point you be like, you know, because when I saw Transformers 3 in the theaters, you know, I'm looking at people like, oh my god, he's so scared, he's crying, oh my god, I feel so bad for him, and I'm the only one who's cracking up because he's overreacting way too much, to the point you want to feel bad for him. You know, the part when he's like, where is she, and I'm like, he's overacting way too much. She's fine. She's just kidnapped. Relax, Shia. Relax. Oh my gosh. I mean, he's a good actor. Don't get me wrong, but he just overacts too much to the point he needs to do that. He doesn't. But I have to put Transformers in a way into this comparison because, in a sense, it kind of is in the level of the same type of action, because, you know, in the last act of the Avengers is this big invasion of monsters or aliens coming through the portal and just taking over the city. Kind of same thing as Transformers 1 and 3, where, you know, all these things that just take over the city. Kind of same type of premise or comparison. But the thing is, of course, the Avengers is much better because the Transformers, especially the third one, it had so much action to the point you have no idea what the hell is going on at all. Like, you can't follow anything. I mean, it looks nice and cool, like the action scenes are cool, but I don't care. It's just way too loud, and it's way too hard to know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Who's doing this, who's doing that. Shia was in another scene doing this with another guy, and there's Transformers like freaking swinging and doing other crap. I just can't follow. It's just way too crazy and brutal and mindless, and it's just too much for me. I just can't deal with that unless it's a good action movie that you can actually follow what's going on, and I could tell who's going on, or where are they at, who is he calling, where is he running, where is he going. That's what I got from the Avengers, because in the last act, when it's just complete action, and you know where Captain America's going, you know where Iron Man's going, because they actually slow it down, and plus they're very, very interesting characters, very interesting characters. Robert Downey Jr., you know, he does his own thing. He's the one who flies. You know, they all have different abilities. Because in Transformers 3, the Transformers look the same. They fight the same. Well, some of them fight the same, not all of them, but most of them fight the same. People doing things that are way too fast. I just can't keep it up. But in the Avengers, I can tell what people are doing. I can tell who they are, because they look different, they act different, they fight different, they interact better. then Shia LaBeouf's overacting, or he's just the main generic guy that you just focus on in the entire time. Where in the Avengers, there's a lot of people, and they're just one big group. You know what Hulk's doing? He's the because the Captain America, when they were like in that stand, if you saw in the trailer where they were like circling around with the camera, and you saw Hulk go like and Scarlett Johansson's like reloading her gun. They're just looking up and this and that, and after that part, Captain America's like, you do this, Hulk, you do that, Iron Man, you go do this, and he's just ordering them around. You know where they're going because they tell you where they're going. In Transformers 3, they don't tell you what they're doing. They're just doing their own thing. Like, oh yeah, like let's just do whatever. This is blow it. Let's just explode people's cars. Let's just go over to the buildings and just do whatever you want. No, don't do that. That's very unoriginal. It's just very. It was played out very well in the Avengers. And because they look all different. Hulk is the only green guy, green monster. He's doing his own thing. He looks different. And Captain America, he's the only one wearing blue because there's no other blue guys. He's the only one with the suit, with the blue suit. I mean, the only ones that you can actually tell who kind of look the same, which is the guy with the bow and arrows and Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. I mean, you could probably tell who they are because they're both male and female. Yeah, I mean, it was just played out very well. It was very intriguing. I had a very good time with the Avengers. Very, very good time. Yeah, I mean, very, very good writing. Very good writing. To conclude the Marvel story. Because, I was actually waiting for this movie. I was actually waiting for the Avengers if they were going to make the Avengers movie. Because I know they were making Iron Man, the Hulk, and I'm like, oh my god, are they going to be making the Avengers? And they did. And I'm actually happy that I saw it. And it's better than I thought. Way better than I thought. So, yeah. I can't really say anything else by spoiling it. Just take the point when I say that you can actually interact with these characters more than in Transformers 3, which they didn't have interesting characters. They just have the generic Shia LaBeouf, who you just really... Pretty much the only characters in Transformers 3 you just keep an eye on is Shia LaBeouf and Optimus Prime. That's all you do, and they're not very interesting. Everyone's interesting as in the Avengers team. Thor is very interesting. They all have their interesting personality in them that you can care about and love. And they all look different. Like, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's just that they all are doing something different. Unless the Transformers, they do everything. They smash, boom, explode. In the Avengers, they do something different. You see Thor doing lightning, Iron Man flying and shooting lasers, Hulk smashing, they all doing something different. So that's why I say this is what Transformers 3 should have been. A good story, good writing, good chemistry with the characters, just all around good movie. I had a great time. My favorite movie of the year so far. I gotta see more movies if I can grab a hold of them. If I want to see them. So that's all pretty much I can say, you guys. Please take my word and go see the Avengers. If you haven't, please go, because it's very worth your time. So until then, yeah, just do whatever, you guys. Please go see the Avengers. Look at the movies that I thought that were actually really good, like the trailers of it that looks intriguing. Please go look at the movies that I thought that look really good. The ones that don't look good, that's just you. If you think they look good, fine. I'm not gonna judge you. But until then, I'll see you guys later, and take care.